I'm here. I'm here.
Woohoo! I
Hi.
just started YouTube and I'm doing a whole like, okay, I can do it without Ash. Watch me. I can do it.
I'm here. I'm here.
Woohoo! I just
Hi.
started
Now I have a whole nother
just
level of.
started YouTube and I'm doing a whole like, okay, I can do it without Ash. Watch me. I can do it.
I'm here. I'm here.
Dear Lord, I think I might have just closed myself out. All right, Ash, are you still
Oh,
there?
yes, I am.
Where am I? I can't find me. I'm having a day today. Okay, here, I'm somewhere here back here. Oh, there
We
I
all
am.
are. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Whether I must be still there, so it's all good. Hey, nice to know I can do all this stuff and still be good. All right, we just need to make sure we record and we'll start. Let's have fun. All right. Whew. It has it has been a week. Holy cow, it has been a year. So welcome to everyone as they show up for the good to know as they show up for the healing circle. Um you would not guess that I had been doing this for a year and doing Zoom for the last 4 years, with how every time I sit down to do Zoom, I feel like I'm doing another. Oh my God, how do I do this? What am I doing? And sometimes I think it's just our brains kind of rewiring and we're learning to do things not like we've always done them, but to tune into how they show up for us in that particular moment. So there are lots of times when I'm just a whole nother version of, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So, um, welcome to the Claims of Truth healing circle. I know people will be dropping in as they want. This is certainly a busy time of year. Usually people have got a lot of things going on, so I certainly understand. If you come in, you're here for a little while and then you need to go, or you come in late, it is all totally perfect. So let me go ahead and cast a circle of light, specifying that only Source Creator God, my healing team, the Privy Council be present for tonight's Claims of Truth Healing Circle, where tonight we're going to be talking about the claim of truth that comes from the book of Love and Creation. It's actually Paul Selig's second book that he ever channeled. And the claim of truth that we're going to be talking about is on page 118. And it is, I am now choosing to know myself in my power, in my full realization of my divinity. And I feel like it's some kind of safe to say this is the very first claim of truth that I have not been focused on for the last 2 weeks, like really bringing it into my life. And it showed up anyway. So, for all of us who have those moments where we get on the healing circle and we're like, what's the claim of truth? I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't used it. I don't know. Know that that's okay, because your higher self is going to bring it to you in whatever way you most need to see it. And if you don't focus on it at all, it's perfect. And if you are busy, like pulling up the claim of truth and reciting it regularly and really working with it, that's perfect too. There's no right or wrong in all of this. So I love, 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 love that. Did I even finish the casting a circle? If I didn't, holy cow. Whew. With that, let us be in community. Let us be in a space of knowing, and let us be in a place of realizing more of our own power and realizing that there is no one right way to do anything at all other than following our higher self and knowing that's the correct direction for us. So may it be with a blessing of source that we keep trusting ourselves, keep loving each and every person that crosses our path, and being that love medicine that we always have been. With that, we say amen, and of course, aho. So, how has everybody's last 2 weeks been going? We are now, is that right? We are 2 weeks away from Christmas. 2 weeks. Oh yes, of course it is. 2 weeks from today is Christmas, and there is a frenzy for sure going on out there. There are a lot of opportunities for healings, and yeah, a lot of opportunities for us to like show up and be the light. How is it going for everybody? Feel free to pop it in the chat, kind of what's happening for you. I know Amanda has had a day of lots of healing opportunities, and no doubt everybody else has as well. Okay. Yeah, Karen, I see that it's been a lot going on. And we get the opportunity to choose how we look at everything that is going on. I don't think there's any stopping it, to be honest with you. I don't know that any of us are going to be like, oh yeah, it's time for a break. Let me out, let me out. And Ashley, I love that you're like, new levels of trust, opportunities to practice trust. And that certainly makes a really big difference for sure, right? Deep breath, everybody. Everybody take a deep breath in. Bring in all that really yummy stuff that is in the container. There are lots of reconciliation frequency, lots of freedom, lots of joy, lots of wonder, and loads of love. So even just sitting in the space, like we could just sit here and go, and just know that we're sitting in a container that is filled with loads of high frequencies and all sorts of yummy stuff.
David is sharing, it seems sometimes when it rains, it pours.
Right? For sure. Like sometimes it's never just one thing, right?
And Karen is sharing lots of healing opportunities and grateful to know we're never stuck with anything and everything is constantly moving.
It is so true that we're not stuck with anything, and everything is an opportunity for us to re-see it and to keep practicing all those things that we have been learning. Some of us have just been doing it for a short time, and others of us have been doing it for a little bit longer, where we get an opportunity to put into practice that whole like, oh wait, somehow I remember hearing that I get to choose. So while this moment feels like it's really crazy, like there is absolutely no end to it, and every avenue feels like one I don't want to choose, like I don't want to go down that street, and I definitely don't want to do that, and this one's not looking very good, but I need to choose something. is an opportunity for us to go like, okay, I get to choose and I can recreate that. I can, put more love into that place where I'm about to go and just keep lifting it up and lifting it up. And yeah, it's an awesome opportunity. And that actually falls right into line with what this claim of truth is all about, because this claim of truth is over and over again repeating, you're an authority. You get to choose. You get to decide whether you want to be in the space of, oh my God, why does this keep happening to me? What in the world is going on? Or you get to, take a deep breath and say, I have some options. There's some things that I can do here. And I love that one of those is being in community, which is where we are right now. That's perfect.
Amanda is sharing, stressful, worried about my parrot Lacey this past 2 weeks, waiting for blood work results. Today I had put her in an incubator at my veterinarian. I don't know how long she will have to be there. I see I am being given an opportunity to trust. Could you all send love bombs to her at Rainforest Clinic in Loxahatchee?
Absolutely. Loads of love for Rainforest Clinic for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you can see there's that place where you can go into trust, where you can go like, okay, I'm just supposed to trust a little bit more and know this all is going to work out. Yeah, before I got on tonight, my husband pointed out to me again that just because we're going through a lot of stuff, my mom fell last week and we thought she was going to go into surgery, and then we decided not to go into surgery. And it felt like that was like almost the minute I made that decision that was the wrong decision. And what am I doing? And am I doing it right? And how do I do? And it was an opportunity to be like, okay, this is what's going on. And so my husband said, very wisely, there's lots of people going on, having lots of things going on with them. While it feels like it's just my shit that is going on and no one else has anything, everybody has something going on. So we are happy to, David Sachs, we are happy to send more love and healing to Lacey and to the clinic. And, we got all sorts of facilities that we are sending lots of love to, lots of things going on. So happy to do that. You get to choose. You're an authority. Here's the thing. It's time for all of us to know who we are. Not from the personality standpoint, like if I asked you who you were, not from the point of view of like, well, I am a nurse, or I am a teacher, or I work, I own a business, or any of those things, but from the point of view of just how powerful we are, just how amazing we are, and what we are here to do is exactly what we're doing. Giving healings and being the example for other people of how you can handle things. And even when we think we're losing our shit, we're actually being an amazing example, because I know each and every one of you that when you lose your shit, you come back to that place of love faster and faster. And so this is really kind of our reminder tonight that we are already really powerful, amazing souls, and being the example for everybody. We just need to be reminded of it. So, yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Ash.
David shared, but Bonnie, you have been using your most best skills to navigate the stress of this situation, and you are incredible.
Ah, gonna stay
And
married.
Kathy is sharing, super challenging for me, not just my mom. I find me challenging, love being in Healing Circle.
Yeah, right? That whole there are times I can't stand myself. Everywhere I go, there I am. But yeah, I get that. I totally get that, Kathy. And it's going to be an awesome healing circle because it's actually the last healing circle that we're going to have this year, since the next one's going to be on Christmas Day. And then the following week is a Noah. So that's going to be totally amazing. So this is our last healing circle. So here we go. Let's have some fun. Let's do some healing of ourselves first. We're going shopping. And all of you who are like, I don't like to shop, this is not my jam, it's okay. We're going to do it and we're going to have fun with it. There's going to be lots and lots of opportunities for us to gather our gifts. So there is a fractal design tonight. And a fractal design is kind of like a landscape, and all of you have probably had some experience with the landscapes. It's just created with a lot of fractals instead of the same level that a landscape is, but we're going to have a fractal design, and our fractal design is going to be a store. So put on your shopping shoes, whatever that happens to be. I've been wearing a lot of tennis shoes lately. I got to be able to be comfortable. But that's the very first thing that you can put on. Put on a pair of really comfy shopping shoes. Feel free to look at what your shoes look like. You might be just aware of like, oh my gosh, I just have a really cool pair of tennis shoes, which I just happen to see mine are like blinged up and lighting up with all different kinds of frequencies. But we definitely need some shoes so that we can take care of our feet and get lots of gifts.
Mine look like Roman sandals that like lace all the way up my legs, but they're covered in crystals and diamonds. They're very cool.
Ooh, good choice.
Amanda says pink bunny slippers.
Yes. Pink bunny slippers. They sound so comfy and warm. Down here in South Florida, I don't know if we're all in, maybe we're all, no, I guess we're not all in Florida. It's gotten a little cooler the last couple of days, so bunny slippers are perfect. And that pink, of course, lots of rose pink quartz. So Amanda, your husband is welcome to have some shoes as well. Okay, what are we going for? Here's the interesting part. We are going shopping at the first level of this shopping center, this store. First level is called worthiness. Tom has good taste. I just happened to see that. Flip-flops. So we're going for worthiness. Take a look at what your gift is. A whole department of worthiness, worthiness, worthiness. And it is an opportunity for you to just go, yes, I want some more worthiness, and I'm just going to take whatever that looks like. You know, I'm happy to take it whatever it looks like, but you might have an awareness of a particular gift. Do, 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 do. When I'm like, okay, where's my gift of worthiness? It's like, it's not here. I'm like, okay, thanks. Okay, so I have what looks like a crystal headband. I don't know how else to describe it because it's not really a crown. It's really like a kind of like a sweat headband, but it's very crystalline. And I am going to put it on my head because I wanted to go around this area. I can definitely use more of that.
Amanda is sharing, my gift is a birthday cake of gold.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And Amanda, you have some candles on that, and yeah, good choice.
And she says it's going into her heart.
Nice. Yeah, and it's really lighting up that whole space, so that's really cool. Yeah, it's a good thing. So everybody can gather a gift for themselves, but you can also gather a gift for somebody else. A gift of worthiness. Yeah.
Karen is sharing, I've got a stack of new books for my frontal lobe.
Yes. That's good. You know what's really awesome about getting books, energetic books, is that there's no stress or pressure about reading them. Like that's what your higher self does. Your higher self just goes through and uses that information. The books are awesome. Your higher self is just like, take that page, I'll put it here. Take that page, I'll put it over here. Take that page. I can use that later for some other stuff. So good choice, Karen.
Amanda says, Tom and I got a headband, or Tom got a headband with a headlight on it.
Yes. Gotta love those practical gifts. Yes. More light, more light, more light. That's perfect. So in the book of Love and Creation on page 118, they specifically talk about how somebody told you a long time ago that you were a thing and you were going to be in trouble, and you diminished yourself accordingly. So we can all take that exactly as it is written, that there has been at least one time in all of our lives where somebody told us that we were some version of not enough, that we were going to be in trouble if we didn't stop doing that, if we didn't behave ourselves, if we didn't be quiet. Like, you all can probably come up with lots of examples for that as well. And so we made ourselves small. We made ourselves insignificant. We diminished our light to make accommodations for other people. Does that make sense? That we've all done that. And now we are in the process of going, you know what? I don't have to diminish myself for anybody. I can be my light. I can stand in my light and not be a threat or get in trouble because I'm just standing here being my light. So that is one of the healings that we are getting tonight, a healing on those places where we thought we had to be small or be insignificant, diminish our light. And we're now healing those areas so that we can know that's not the truth of us.
Amanda is sharing, my other parrot, Nick, is also joining us tonight.
Woohoo!
And Jill is sharing, I got a crystalline heart for my sternum and asked for the same gift for 2 others.
Yes. Now that's how you do it, Jill. Way to go. You know, go ahead and say, we don't need to do, we can just gift, 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 gift. feel free to do it for everybody. Just keep gifting. Just like Amanda's like, yep, gifting my husband, gifting my birds, gifting the I want to call it Rainforest Cafe. Dear Lord, somebody stop doing that. Yes, gift, 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 gift. Feel free. Okay. So times are changing, and we do not have to diminish our light. We do not have to be small to make other people comfortable. And in fact, the more we heal those things in us, those situations in us that make us feel that way, the more we're out there being the example, and we're out there sharing it with everybody else. And then people start to go, oh, I don't have to be small either. I can create what I want. I can be more in love. I can be more in joy. I can be more in my awareness, and it's okay. I've gotten into lately kind of like, it's okay to be weird Barbie. It's okay to be a little weird. It's okay to be, joyful and happy. And other people are like, oh, sure, I want to jump on that train too. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Our friend Allison is joining us here tonight for the first time. She's
Woohoo!
showing up as me under the participants because I shared my link, but she would like to ask for an extra healing on her throat chakra.
Absolutely. Your throat is a great place to ask for more healing, because that's what, gets us talking, right? Give our throats a healing, and start speaking with more love and speaking with more joy. And, how about that? That is awesome. So welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. So all of us know, still the same piece from the Book of Love and Creation, that on a very real level, we already know who we are. We're already really clear about that. It is in our DNA. We were created to know that we were powerful, magical beings of light that are here just having an experience, and lifting everyone up around us. It is our frequency, and it is an aspect of you that is always rising up. If it's in print, it must be true. That is absolutely true. So we are going to activate some more DNA, activate some more crystals, because what that does is start to transform all of us, right? So you can feel free, if you would like, to point to a place where you are having some more crystal activations. I'm definitely want to have more crystal activations in my frontal lobe. You might be pointing to, your ear or your knee or your toe. And it really matters, not because there are crystals everywhere in our body. So know that they're getting activated, whether you have an awareness of it or not. God, I love this.
Nick got a crystalline 4-leaf clover, and Amanda got a crystalline ornament in the form of a white chicken with a yellow beak.
I love that. I love that. It's perfect.
And her activation is also in her frontal lobe.
Awesome place. Awesome place for sure. So everybody got their worthiness. Whether you are aware of it or not, you got some worthiness. I actually was seeing these earlier. I was working on this, and I was seeing these scarves like hanging on a rack, and they were just beautiful scarves. There were scarves in blue and scarves in purple and in greens, and then some that were kind of rainbow. Just absolutely awesome. So you may have gotten a scarf as well. The next gift we are going to get in this magical fractal store is a gift of freedom. Mine is a book. It is a gift of freedom. Now, when I say freedom, it can be freedom from a lot of things. You can, have an awareness that you want to be free from fear, or you want to be free from the pain that you have. And you may have a very specific pain that you want more freedom from, but it can look like anything. You may have an idea of what the gift looks like, or you may have an idea of what the freedom is giving you. Does that make sense? Yeah. Jeez. Ashes is a bell. That's fabulous. I love when people do bells and I hear that bell like ringing. It's beautiful. So, yeah. And mine is a book of freedom. And my book of freedom is going to go back here in the back of my neck, back in my brainstem, because that area for most of us can use a lot of gifts.
Amanda's is a gift of freedom from worry about the future.
Oh, yes, that's an awesome one. It really is. And when we can be free from worrying about the future, another way that I would say that is that I get to be in trust of how things are happening. I've had a lot of that in the last week where I had to keep trusting that whatever was going on in my life was going on not only for that person, like for my mom. It's not only for my mom's healing. My mom's higher self is busy doing what they need to do to get what my mom is here for. And we have an agreement to support each other. And so that means I'm getting a whole bunch of healings and having new awarenesses about trusting and being releasing that worry of, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And that's the way it was meant to. That's, my mom is on her journey. And if something happened to my mom yesterday, that would be absolutely perfect. And then I get to trust that that's, how it was supposed to unfold. So, yeah, freedom from worry. Perfect.
Kathy says, I'd like that one too. Freedom from worry.
Yeah.
And Jill says, freedom of unworthiness for my third eye.
Yes. Yes, because we do a lot of seeing ourselves through our third eye. I'm somebody who was like, third eye, what are the chances that's real? What do you mean? And I was like, wow, it's really interesting to see how much of myself is reflected in this space right here. And yeah, when we can free ourselves from more worry and more unworthiness in our third eye, good stuff.
Tom says, freedom from growing old.
Yeah, Tom, that's a really cool one because that's like not necessarily for me about growing old is a thought process for me. It's how I think. And so to be free from the ideas of what old age looks like, that old age has to look decrepit and full of pain and maybe a tad bit grumpy, you go, yeah, I want more freedom from all of that. That old is not necessarily an age thing, but a mind thing. So let's move more pictures and frames. that we all have, movies, things like that, that we all have about what getting old looks like. Um, Back to my mom for just a moment. She's 87 years old, and I thought she was like a really grumpy person until I started seeing her through my daughter's eyes. And my daughter sees my mom as like sassy and assertive. Like she's not afraid to tell people, you know, don't touch that. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I, for a long time, was like, oh my God, she would be so upset if she knew what she had turned into. And Sarah's like, she isn't upset at all. You know, she's living her life her way. And so I love that idea of all of us regardless of what age we are, that we're living our life our way, full of love, full of joy, you know, full of beauty and so much more than the old ideas, right, of how things look.
Karen says, mine is a key for freedom of going unconscious to my light and power.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Absolutely. Because we all tend to do that. That's part of living on this planet. Part of living on this planet is the unconsciousness that's here. I mean, there are days I can't go from one end of my house to the other without going, what was I here for? What was I doing? How was I doing that? And that's just a simple thing. I spend a lot of time forgetting that I'm really powerful and that I don't need to like call somebody else in for assistance, that I can be powerful all on my own. So thank you, Karen, for bringing that to the party. So in this same 2 pages that this claim of truth comes from, I am now choosing to know myself in my power, in my full realization of my divinity. I love when Melchizedek says things like this. They literally say on page 119, stop playing dumb. Stop playing dumb. Stop feeling inferior. Stop feeling unworthy of your creator. Every time you reinforce those things, those beliefs, you go into darkness because you go into agreement with a level of control that seeks to retain its power over you. So every time you feel inferior, every time you feel unworthy, every time you go, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, you are aligning to a level that you really don't want. And so they're just like calling it like it is. Stop playing dumb. So that we can get out of our own darkness, we have another gift, another area in this store where there are loads of candles and lights and lamps. And Tom, just because you have a light already on on your headlamp does not mean you can't get another light. And you can also feel free to gift more people. There might be candles, you might have little lights. I see some of the lights are those beautiful little Victorian lights that would sit on a dresser. And I was about to say that they don't put out very much light. And then I looked at them and I'm like, they are emitting so many high frequencies that they are fabulous. But feel free to take a look at what your lamp or your light or your candle looks like.
Nick says he would like freedom from stress.
Yes, very good idea. We all want more freedom from stress. Just keep moving that, and let's do a round of help a round of grace, a round of joy for everybody's central nervous system. Whew. There is a lot of central nervous systems that are just, yes, I could use just a little less stress. So let's go ahead, team. Let's go through and wrap everybody's central nervous system. And let's put a gift of joy right there at the top. Crystalline orange. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, there is, we like to say there's good stress and bad stress, but there can be things that move us forward. I tend to think that those things we don't label as stress. Stress kind of has become a buzzword, but yeah, we can all use some more help with our nervous system. So.
My light is a candle with one of those. It's like a little cover that has cutouts shaped like different things that makes like little shadows on the wall as it turns. It's
Ooh,
very cool.
that is very cool.
And Amanda says, I got a cream colored candle decorated with pink strawberries and green leaves.
There you go. I love that. Very pretty. So I actually have a candle, and it's a very old-fashioned candle. I don't know why when I see this candle, it's really appropriate at this time of year for me to say this, but sometimes I say this in July and it just sounds a little odd. But it's the old-fashioned like brass candle with the handle that loops around, but it always makes me think of Scrooge. Like there must be a scene in one of the versions of the movie where they carry that candle around in that kind, and he's like, I don't know, it must be when he sees the ghosts or something like that. But that's the kind of candle I have, and the candle holder, and the candle is violet flame, so it's extra cool.
Tom got tiny multicolored Christmas lights.
Nice, nice.
And Karen got a purple lava lamp filled with pentacles and star tetrahedrons floating around.
I want one of those. How cool is that? A lava lamp. Ah, yes, that is beautiful. Yeah, lava lamp. That is really cool. Yes, everybody can have a lava lamp if they want. I just, it's like, but that's so cool. And they're like, yeah, you can have a lava lamp. All right. I want a lava lamp right there in the back of my sternum. Yeah, that's where I want my lava lamp, back of my sternum. Okay.
Amanda is sharing Nick got long beeswax taper candles hanging upside down and not lit.
Well, let's write those things. We can write them. I can see that that distorted mirror, and then everybody can point to a place where they have a distorted mirror or mirrors, and we're going to go ahead and give all those a healing. But it's a distorted mirror is a place where you are looking at something that is distorting how you perceive the world. So a great example of a distorted mirror would be like the when you go to a fun house and they have the mirrors and they make you look really tall, or they make you look really wavy, that kind of stuff. And they're perfect when you see them at a fun house, but they're not perfect when we see them in our body, because they're giving us an idea of who we are or how we show up in the world that is not the truth of us. So we want to move them as we see them. So thank you to Nick for bringing that to the healing circle, so we can move more of those. And of course, as I have said, feel free to gift somebody else. And if you're not sure how you can do that, if there's something like, do I need to say abracadabra, or do I, how do I do that? You can just say, I gift, um, I'm going to gift the staff at the hospital where my mom is. I'm going to gift them with a candle. And those are showing up for me like the candles that they carry when they're caroling. And I'm going to gift them all a candle in their sternums so they can see their light. And just like that, it's done. And when you think that it's not done, you can ask for a healing. Here's another statement from the Book of Love and Creation. The actions that you take will be required by you at a soul level, right? So we are definitely, when we're talking about any of Paul Selig's books, we're talking a lot about things that are happening on the soul level. And they say a soul level means your soul already knows what he or she is here for and how she makes a difference, or he makes a difference. They're already clear. And it says, now this does not mean you quit your job or that you have to become a healer. That's a really good one to remember. You do not have to look like anything in particular. You do not have to look like a healer. You do not have to look like somebody who does a particular job in order to be who you already are. Because you already are that. You always have been that. And so what they continue to say is it means that with a capital K, I am in my knowing. I am now choosing to know myself. And that's like knowing yourself at a soul level. Like, oh yeah, I'm being guided by my higher self. And I can take a back seat and start to chill just a little bit. After this week, I have to tell you, I'm a little more than happy to take a back seat to my higher self and just, okay, you go do that. You go be in charge, and I'll just sit back here and wait until I'm called upon. So we want to be in our knowing. We want to know that we are already an aspect of God, that we are already everything we aspire to be without having to do anything more. We're already what we aspire to be. There's nothing more for us to do. How about that one? Yes, please. So, back to the store. Back to the store. We are going into the knowing department. KNOWING, the knowing department, and you can feel free to find yourself a gift of more wonder, of more knowing. Perhaps it is a gift for your claircognizance. Perhaps there is something in particular that you have been saying, if I could just know this, I could find a little peace. Feel free to look for that.
Jill is sharing, I have some distorted mirrors as I'm looking at myself in the mirror at the gym. I need a healing on this too. This feels painful to look at myself.
Yeah, we're happy to move more of those, Jill. And you actually have one here, and you have one in your throat in particular that I'm looking at. So we're happy to help you with those. But never the truth of us, never, ever, ever. And I this morning looked in my bathroom mirror, which I've put a lot of designs into my bathroom mirrors, and I swear I looked like 90 years old. And I was like, I know I'm having a rough couple days, but really? Is that how you need to show it to me? And I'm catching them faster. Not always. Sometimes I just go into the whole, all right, I guess more makeup, more makeup. But when I saw it, it took me probably about 10 or 15 seconds to be like, wait a minute, I'm not stuck with that. That's not what I look like. And so I, gave myself a healing and created some more designs for my mirror. And probably about 5, 10 minutes later, when I looked in it, I was like, okay, that's much better.
Amanda says, I'm gifting Lacey a lighthouse sized candle to make her feel safe and comfortable at the veterinary clinic tonight and for her entire stay. And I am gifting little pink candles into the hearts of all of the staff at the veterinary clinic.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? I think, knowing that higher self can choose to put us in any situation whatsoever. I am so blessed that my mom has gone into some of the most amazing places and had some of the most amazing people taking care of her. So I'm like, this is perfect. Now, I'm sure some people are like, she's a little cheery about all of it, but it certainly works better than like going into, why did this happen? And this is awful. I can't believe this is going on kind of thing. So, yeah.
Amanda says, my knowing gift is heavy lead crystal, multi-point, and multiple colored star.
That's gorgeous. It's just beaming the light, beaming the light. Awesome. Yep. While we have been chatting and doing this stuff, there have been a lot of things that have been coming in. You may have had an awareness of them. Speaking of stars, there have been stars that have come in. I have watched what sort of look like peppermint candies, the round ones. Kind of like that have come in, and there have also been um I really want to call them chocolate kisses, but that is not what that like the way kisses are wrapped like in the aluminum foil. Thank you. Because holy cow, they sort of looked like poop for a little while, just to be honest with you. And I was like, what is that? And they're like putting the wrapping the foil on them, so they stopped looking like poop and they looked more like the crystalline things they were. So dear Lord. Yeah. So, okay, two more things. We're gathering a gift for. We are gathering a gift of power. Now, these probably will look a lot like crystalline rods. You might want to call them a wand. You might see them like a wand. You might see them kind of like a stick. You might see them. Okay, some of them are showing up kind of like wrapping paper tubes. So I guess that's to keep in the idea of the healing. But yeah. But everybody look for their rod of power, whatever it looks like.
Allison is sharing, thank you for your shares about your mother, Bonnie. It has been very healing to me as my mother passed 3 weeks ago, and I'm healing the grief from that and seeing it differently.
You are welcome. You are very welcome. And yeah, huge love and more blessings for your for all of your family, for every single person that your mom touched, because she was an amazing light while she was here. And we have a process to go through, right? A process um, of healing, really, of going through that healing. And yeah, every time I look at it, like this, all this stuff in your sternum, and we'll just keep working on that. Absolutely. um I have had lots of experiences with death, and I love now that I can see how synchronistic it is, in that it's exactly as that particular soul wanted it to be, regardless of how it is. So happy to do that. Everybody has their, I do see some rods of power.
Amanda says, my rod of power is a celery stick.
I love that. So, Amanda, yours looks like it also has a lot of magic in it, that frequency of magic. And God, isn't that a beautiful thing? The magic frequency is one that really helps a lot of us with more of that energy that makes us think that energy isn't real. The more of the frequency that makes us think that energy isn't real. So that is a fabulous one. And yeah, mine is a crystalline rod, and it has spirals of color that are constantly running up it, and they change with depending on it. So there's gold and there's silver and there's turquoise, a lot of frequencies like that. And I'm going to put that right. Where am I putting it? Oh God, right in the middle of my back. Ooh, yes. That's a great place, particularly this time of year, which I do want to let you all know. You can, if you remember, and if you don't remember as a personality, you can trust that your higher self is doing this, that you can ask for more protection as you're going out into stores, as you're going out, those of us who go to Costco and to grocery stores and things like that. And you can just say, protect, protect, protect. Or you can trust that your higher self is on that protection. But what it does is it protects you from, as you walk through stores, you may hit low frequencies that send you into fear, or that kind of stress your nervous system out, or you start like feeling really tired, and there's no other reason for it. So you can do that. That's a great way of protecting yourself as you go out in the world and move around. Just protect, protect, protect. And you can just think it to yourself. It's not like you have to move your hand. I tend to do that. But you can just go protect, 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 and off you go. When you go to those holiday parties and things like that.
Nick's rod is crystalline rod with cat toys at the end that look like bells.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom's rod of power is a balloon whisk.
A balloon whisk. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? Nice. See, and that's the perfect example of how things show up differently for different people, and it doesn't make it wrong. I'm actually now seeing some rods of power that also have like flowers at on the end of them. So that's a cool thing too.
Karen is sharing, my gift is a tuning fork of Christ consciousness and other frequencies attunements. It is for my pituitary gland.
Yes. Yes. Pituitary gland. Great place for more gifts. Great place. Okay. I love this one. You're going to continue to get gifts. This one is a gift of joy. And oh my gosh, if I can get it out, it's a gift of joy, and it's filled with loads of joy and loads of love and loads of the frequency. It's another frequency of love called devotion, and it is ooh, it is a gift that is given with just that, with so much love and so much joy for how each of you show up. It's very funny. This is like my jam is always like, don't cry, keep it together, don't do that. And this is just so filled with love. If anybody else has an awareness of that and you want to, to share that, that would be great as well. But it's this, you have always been the light. You have always been everything that you have wanted to be. And it's you having more knowingness that has always been your truth, that has always been who you were. And it's just beautiful. And this gift of joy, you all may see it very differently, but it is going into your third eye and your frontal lobe. And what it's going to start doing is helping you see yourself in your truth and in your power. So it's absolutely gorgeous. You can see it however it shows up. I just got like there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, okay, clear this stuff up over here. And for all of you who would like more work on your claircognizance, I'm happy to do that over here. That's what I am doing now, because it was like, wow, holy cow.
Amanda is sharing, my rod is going between my shoulders, an orange crystal box filled with pink and red foil wrapped hearts.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. Cool. And of course, everybody that you have gifted as well. There are lots of gifts. We always do that. It's not just about us. It's not just about other people. It's also just about, gifting the field with more love and joy and freedom and wonder and more power, more knowing, more people knowing just how powerful they are. So as I said in the beginning of the circle, this is actually our last healing circle for this year, since in 2 weeks it's going to be Christmas, and then on next Monday and the Monday after Christmas, which is New Year's Day, there will be a Noah. So starting in January, the healing circle is going to be on Upward, and Upward is the Healing Alchemy app that we now have access to. And there's a whole portion of the app that is completely free. You can listen to the podcast of the Kingdom. You can join this really awesome book discussion. They are currently reading the book of Knowing and Worth, which is the third book in Paul Selig's series, but I'm going to be starting in January this book, the Book of Love and Creation, and there will be discussions, and there's all sorts of really cool things to do. You can, join the chat room that we have once a month. You can ask questions, and people will pop in with answers. But the app, the portion of the app that is free is where the Claims of Truth Healing Circle will be. I will be sending out an email, just like you get an email from Zoom. I'll be sending out emails to everyone who is currently registered to attend the Healing Circle with that link, and you can just join on your computer, kind of like you do right now with Zoom. You can also do it on your phone. It's really easy to access it that way. I'm really excited, and there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening on the app. I know there's going to be a 30-day healing opportunity. We're going to have a challenge where every day you're challenged to do something new as far as healing. That's going to be starting in January. There's just all sorts of really fun, cool things. There is a place where if you want to join and get some more access to other things, you can do that and pay for it. But I wanted to let you know that the circle is going to be free, and you will definitely get the lamp. And the lamp. Okay, a lamp. More lamps for everybody. All right. More lamps. Pause. I just heard pause. Okay. Everybody is getting a lamp. The lamp may be different colors, but it looks like a living room lamp. So, really? Okay. Lamp for everybody. And I will be sending out the link. You will definitely have the link. So I wanted to let you all know that before you may or may not be dropping off, because we're going over a little.
Nick's gift of joy looks like a gold and white snowflake.
Awesome. And see, it does not matter whether you're a bird or whether you are a rock or whether you are a plant or whether you're a human that has done everything right. I don't know who that is, or has done everything wrong, or you are anywhere in between. You are always word, divinity, and form, and you are always being gifted. It's all right there, always for the asking. So there's a lot of love coming in, and it's just like rain, and as I look at it, it's like just crystals falling, love and wonder and joy and inspiration, illumination, magic, abundance to the nth degree, abundance everywhere, creativity, recreation frequency. It's just amazing. It's all there for us. And I just want you to know that it's always there. It's always there for you. And you are constantly being gifted it, whether you're aware of it or not.
Tom's lamp is the leg lamp from Christmas Story.
I
And
remember that.
Amanda's lamp is a gold tasseled lamp.
Beautiful. Absolutely. The leg lamp. That's funny. That's so funny. All right. Whew. Everybody good? Anybody have any questions? Does anybody doubt how powerful they are? I mean, this comes together, for us, not because I do it. It comes together because we all come together as a group, and each and every one of you is providing something. You bring your light to this healing circle, and that's how this healing circle happens. right? It happens because each and every one of us brings in our light, and then we become so much more. We're like, so thank you. All right, let's see. What else? Just love, 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 love. Oh, I love that, Kathy. There is nothing faux about that Tiffany lamp. There is nothing faux about that whatsoever. It is a real Tiffany lamp. And it is amazing light that you bring. Just like Nick's lamp is an amazing light. So once again, I am so grateful for each and every one of you, how you show up in the world, when you're pissed and when you've got it together and when you're busy loving people and when you can't stand being around anybody. And I am always, always available to you. You can text me at any time and ask for help. I am overjoyed at the ability to be able to help each and every one of you. So, Karen, I love that you're seeing the fleur-de-lis coming in. And you all are so, so welcome. I'm so, so happy. Oh, since Karen made a comment about it, I'll just say, yes, tonight is the 5th night of Hanukkah. And so I wish you all loads of light, 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 light. And just in case you think I'm not, I am an equal opportunity celebrant. So I just send you guys so much love, so much joy, so much light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let me know if there is anything at all you need in the next couple of weeks before we get together, reconvene. I think it's January 7th. We will be back here. I will definitely have packed all these things away, but I love you guys as I seal the field unto the light of that one true source creator God. I am so grateful to my healing team, to the Privy Council, but to each and every one of you who just keep showing up, being the light in whatever form it looks like. And thank you, thank you, thank you for all the joy, all the love. I am so, so grateful for each and every one of you. Have a great holiday, whatever you celebrate, and we will see you again in the new year.